Guys, so I'm setting this up here. Let me just frame it a little better here. There we go. Hey, what's going on, Ian? So I've been doing tests all day, here and there, in between family stuff, so just experimenting. Let's see if it's working here. I'm just testing some audio. Alright, looks like it's good. I'm going to test the chat real quick. Yeah, that's my main machine here. I wish it was my original Zookeeper. That'll come in time. I have most of the parts. I just got to get the Zook board by J-Rock and a few other parts. So yeah, I just have the arcade on behind me. I may, after this video, do a quick gameplay. I did earlier. I don't know if you caught the stream. The first stream I did. This is the third one, actually. The first one I did was just gameplay around the arcade. Alright, so let me mess around some more. I'm going to show you some cool tricks here. I actually have a ColecoVision. I own one that I have on the side here. And you can see the reflection now of the arcade. See how it's on? So that's what you're seeing as Zookeeper. So, yeah, I have the Ultimate SD cartridge, which has all the games on it. So I'm going to probably mess with that in the future, do a stream on that, or just the whole video. Maybe I'll do the controller where I take it apart. But I'm just going to select a game here. Let's see if I can do it. Alright, so in this game, check this out. I have a little cheat here. So instead of doing the whole thing, you can actually go up and down here like this. You jump a little, jump to the right, it goes to the floor and it warps. I don't know if you guys knew that. It's a little Easter egg. I learned it as a kid. I think we did it by mistake, and I've never seen any documentation on it. So I was toying with the idea of doing a video where I kind of just go through all the tricks that I know for all games, like little secrets, you know, cheats, things like that. And also you can go up and down, instead of taking long to go up and down like that, if you press up twice, it goes up fast. It's a glitch. That's why you see me going up quickly. Okay. That's cool. Just a quick question, Ian. Are you able to retract messages on your own, or was that the mod? Because I have something set up that automatically takes away, like, you know, stuff you don't want to see. So I'm wondering if that was the automatic thing, or was that you? Oh, I just died. Crap. Also, I'm assuming you got a notification? Okay, cool. It was you. All right. I'm just double checking because I'm still learning the ins and outs. I have Nightbot set up. I don't know why it's not activating now, but you know, it has little messages about future stuff and super chat and all that stuff. I'm trying to beat the game here. So, a fun little fact. When you're at... Actually, I'm going to go back to the original board. This is actually incorrect. There's not enough girders. I think this has the same problem, actually. It's usually like, what, 8? I have to double check that. I'll just get this. Hey, what's up, Jaden? No, it's a Raspberry Pi. I'll show it to you in 1 second once I finish this game. You know what? Let me exit now. Hang on a second. I wonder if stream got interrupted. Yeah, it might have. I just got a phone call. And I put it on silent, but I guess it got interrupted anyway. See, this is part of the experimentation that I'm doing. So I'm going to exit here. You'll see this is the arcade SD. I mean, sorry. Whoa. It's not an arcade SD, I meant to say. And this is a basically a Retropie. So I have all the games here. It's running Retropie, the software. Like if I go into Sega, I can click on it, and it has all the games there with all the cartridges and stuff. So let me go to, there's one labeled arcade, of course. Here it is. And that's how it looks. It's pretty cool. Yeah, Raspberry Pis are like the greatest invention ever. And I remember when they first came out, people were talking about emulating stuff, and people thought they were nuts. They're like, no, it's not strong enough, and this and that. I mean, for later games it's not, but it works at Mortal Kombat, works at Street Fighter. You know, those are probably the latest games you can run on it. Can't run any 3D stuff, but it depends on the emulator, because I have Symphony of the Night on here and it runs fine, you know, for the PlayStation 1. Yeah, I'll actually show it to you. So, let me look here. Where's PlayStation? Oh, here it is. So I only have one game on here because they're pretty big. So I'm just going to run it. If you guys want, I can switch it up a little later in the video and you know, play some Zookeeper. I haven't done a million-point jump on that game in ages. So you know, you never know, I might get lucky. So I think there might be a stutter in the stream. Let's see if it... Yeah. I keep getting phone calls here. I gotta figure out how to disable that on my phone. There's a way, like, you can't go to airplane mode, because if you do that, then the Wi-Fi will stop working. So anyway, so this is Symphony of the Night. Works fine. You can take off the borders. I left them on, because it's 4x3, and this is a 16x9 TV set, so... I'm not sure if I saved... Yeah, I gotta hit new game. I'll just put Del. And then how do you get out of here? Let's see. Decide. Okay. So it's all cinematic. It's really cool. I do have an Intellivision emulator. It's not fully configured because it has a gamepad and overlays and stuff. I really have to work on that, but I do have it. Utopia might run, but I won't be able to play it. I might be able to, I'm not sure. I mean, I haven't really messed with it, but I did load it on here, so I have a select few games. So hang on a second, I'm just gonna switch over. Let's see if I'm experimenting here. Hopefully the stream won't drop here. Typing to my friend here, he's texting me. And by the way, I did get an Elgato, and I ended up returning it. Didn't work right. So I'm still looking for some solutions to do live streaming like at 1080 or 4K. Hang on a second. Alright, so this is the game it's running. Let me put that away. Alright, was that interrupted at all? I'm just curious, I was running another app on my phone in the background. And I can see myself typing now. I'm looking at the rebroadcast here. I know, it's amazing, right? This thing is great. I have this Android that's awesome. Alright, so let's play. So, this is jump, this is fire. There we go. So this is PlayStation 1. Looks great. Runs fine on the Raspberry Pi.
You don't belong in this world.
It was not by my hand that I'm once again given flesh.
Hey, thanks,
I
Mike.
was called here by humans
I appreciate
who
it.
wish to pay me tribute.
Tribute? You steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
Perhaps the same could be said of all religions.
Your words are as empty as your soul. Mankind ill needs a savior such as you.
What is a man?
So I can't pass
A
this. It's all
miserable
dialogue. I
little
can't
pile of
pass.
Secrets. But enough talk. How about you?
Alright, so now's the fight. I think you get killed here regardless. Trying to figure out how to throw. I didn't mean to do that. Let's see if I can get him. I did it again by mistake. Alright, so I killed him, but he goes like into this beast now. Crap. About to die. Easier said than done. Yeah, I just died. I think you die regardless. Oh, maybe not. I've never played this game, believe it or not. Maybe once or twice, but it's a classic I really have to visit. Or revisit. Oh, I could do that. Okay. Let me get out of that place.
No, it cannot be.
Nice. Yeah, it's really great. I brought it to, it's actually my son's. He's 10. And he's being punished right now, so I took it away from him. So I said, hey, why not? I'll do a stream on it. So, yeah, I actually have a couple of these. You know, and we bring it everywhere we go. It's pretty cool. We go to my parents' house, and he gets bored, we just stick it in. It's awesome. My buddy of mine actually has one in his bar top that I built. We're still working on getting artwork for that, and then once it's all done, I'll do a video on it. It's really cool. Alright, so I'm going to exit this game. That was just the first battle here, so that works. And this is really easy. Like I said, this is a, I said in the last video, this is Motion Blue. It's a new version that works with the B+. And it's really cool. You could just go here, and there's utilities where you can download themes automatically. You could put external hard drives on there, load ROMs. Like, it's super easy to do. And it's this version of Retropie. It's called Motion Blue, and it works really, really good. There's RetroArch bezels, where it automatically puts bezels on for you. You don't have to know any programming. It's really neat. So I'm going to go back, and let's see, what should we play now? Let's play some TurboGrafx. You know what I'm going to play, right? Bonk's Adventure. Let's go to Bonk's Revenge. You guys have any requests? I may have the game here. I may not. I mean, it's not loaded with every single ROM. I just put the ones that were really popular. I did research on the web. Hit the run button here. So all of them have bezels. I think it's pretty cool. Let's go to practice. We'll just play one round here. Oh, I see. You gotta get those things. Gotta swim. I think you can climb here. Yeah, there we go. I remember as a kid, I wanted Bonk's Adventure so bad. I wanted a TurboGrafx 16 so bad. I thought it was neat how I had the card instead of a cartridge. But it is a bonus level here, I think. If you fall, game over. Well, bonus level over. Oh, I messed up. I should have jumped twice before I jumped over. Cool. So how's the image quality look? Does it look too bright? It looks good on my end. So let me exit here. Let's play some arcade games. So you could either go back to the menu or just stay in here like I am and hit left or right, and it goes to each system. It even has Zork. Can you believe that? The text game. So you could plug a keyboard into this thing. So these are the last played stuff. Maybe I'll stay here and... let's see, what should we do? Zookeeper, Cubert... Night Forest, Jungle King. Yeah, let's do Jungle King. It's a fun game. It's a Taito classic. And you guys already know, I'm sure, that Jungle King, this came out first, and they got sued by the Tarzan company because they said you're copying the vines and you're copying the Tarzan yell at the beginning. So they actually had to release ROMs for free to everybody, the vendors, so that they can swap it out, and it became Jungle Hunt, when it has like a little guy, has music at the beginning instead of the Tarzan yell, and it has ropes instead of vines. So I thought that was pretty cool history there. I like this original version because this is what I grew up on, and I like the Tarzan yell, of course. Everybody loved Tarzan. So I'm putting a quarter in. Let's play. So I'm going to try to bum rush it. I jump every time. You just got to time it well. Ooh, that was close. I need one more swing here. I made it. I got lucky. I'm pretty decent at this game, I have to say. I'm not horrible. I can beat it once, at least. Get to the end there. Just making sure I breathe. What do you guys think? Do you like this format? Playing the Raspberry Pi? Do you care? Do you want to see it on a real arcade machine, a CRT? You know, I have both. I have this on my main machine as well. And then I have my actual arcades as well. So, let me know. This way is just easier because I can reply to you guys, I can see what you're typing, I can read. So you get more points to jump over them than to duck. But I do duck right here. Gives you less points, but it's just easier for me. I'm gonna just run under this one. It's only 50 points if you go under it. Hey Angelina, I apologize. I'm playing around with the Nightbot settings. That's the automatic moderator, and I think it deleted your message because you put all caps. So if you could switch it back to lowercase for now. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out the settings. Sorry about that. Tarzan for ColecoVision. I didn't even know there was one. Alright, after this game I'll give it a shot. Try it out. Oh, I just bit the dust. Later on, they have monkeys on the vines that toss you off. It's a pain in the butt. I'm gonna time it right now. There we go. I'm gonna have to kind of jump blindly and see. Let's try it now. Oof, that was close. Nice. Whoa, I almost got killed right there. These bubbles are dangerous. Ah, man. I don't know what it is. I'm pressing the button. Alright, so I'm going to exit this game. And let's check out ColecoVision. I didn't even know they made that for Tarzan. Coleco. Let's check it out. So there's every game on here, so it should be here somewhere. Nope. If it's not here, then they don't make it. Unless it was called something else. Maybe Lord of the Jungle or something. Let me check it out real quick. I'm gonna quickly Google it. Tarzan. Yeah, they do have it. Huh. I must not have it loaded then. The only thing I could think of is that I didn't load every single game. I thought I had for these smaller systems, but it's very possible that I didn't. Or obviously I didn't. You guys ever check out Ladybug? I could play either the ColecoVision version or the arcade version. It's one of my favorite games. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm going to check that out. I got to make a note of that. I'll add it. I'm actually writing it on a post-it right now. I'm not going to stop the video just to load that one game, though. You know what? Let me see something. Hang on. I'm just trying to remember how to log into my system here. I can't remember what I did last time. What did I do? I don't think I can, let me try one more thing. I'll do this. Yeah, I can't log into it right now. I guess I didn't enable the Retropie stuff to do it remotely, so I would add it on the fly, but I just can't right now, so sorry. Okay, so Ladybug for Coleco or Ladybug Arcade? Here, let's play this one for now. And then if you want me to play the arcade version, I can do that next. You can see the difference. Yeah, okay, Coleco, that's good. So I actually prefer the ColecoVision version over the arcade because when you get special in the arcade, you get a free guy. But if you're playing with unlimited quarters, it serves no purpose. But in ColecoVision, when you get special, you have the fruit harvest, which I thought was pretty cool. Yeah, Mousetrap is good too. The only thing with the emulators with Mousetrap, it's hard to not have a keypad because you have to press like to turn into a dog and a cat and all that. It's actually easier on the arcade version. Alright, let's see here. I'm playing also with a gamepad. I'm actually used to the cartridge. You know what I might do is I might switch over right now to the ColecoVision. I actually have a real ColecoVision here. And I'll just set up the camera and kind of just reset it. Because I'm going to be horrible right now. I'll give it a shot anyway. We'll see what happens. So if you guys have never played this game, it's really cool. You get to see the letters, how they change colors. I want to get it while it's red or yellow. But in this case, I'm going for red because on the right, it says special there. So each one that I get, it lights up. So that's what I'm going for. I'm going to go for the special. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn this, turn this, and turn that. Should be good to go. I'm going to go for the fruit. If they come, I just quickly flip it up. So those walls, they can't get you and they can't go through them, but you can move them, so you have the advantage here. See if he goes down. Right now it's getting dangerous, so I'm moving it over there. I might go for it in a second. Come on, go down. Go down. Go down. They're not wanting to go down. I'll go for it. There we go, I froze them. Nice. Yeah, it was close to the arcade, for sure. I mean, they had Gorf, they had Frontline, they had a lot of really good games. And they were pretty arcade accurate. I need A. I'm getting good letters, actually. I'm surprised. Usually they're pretty stingy. So when you get the blue, it says ×2, ×3, ×1. Each one you get, it multiplies your score. So you want to get those when they're blue, if possible. Alright, so I'm going to try to freeze it here. Now the A, I should get either color, but I prefer to get it red. So I'm going to go for the special here. I'm protected by that skull here. If you guys are just joining, I just see you there. We have about 8 people on now. We had a lot more earlier, but people are they're saying they're having trouble with notifications. I don't know if you guys are experiencing that or not, but if you are, just let me know whether it was cool, if you got notified, or if you just came here randomly and saw it. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get... I have to kind of move a little bit to get them to come down. Crash in the skull. I'll force him to die here. Alright, it's a little risky there, but I had to do it. I need that A. Oh, this sucks. This really sucks right now. I gotta get him to get killed here. Come on, come this way. I think I have to do this. I just had to kill myself. Yeah, those homebrew games are really good. I think I saw on Cinemassacre, that's AVGN, he has a Cinemassacre YouTube channel. They did like Legend of Zelda for Atari and like all these other ones that were really cool. Oh, there's the I. Man, I'm getting lucky. And I'm going to get the A. So all I need is the P and the C now. I got X already, so I'm just blasting through this level. That just proves that, you know, the same thing Nintendo did. Nintendo... Man, I didn't mean to do that. Nintendo actually had the... Compared to Sega, the Sega Master System, it actually had inferior hardware, but because of the programming skills of the companies and the third-party software, they did really well. I mean, they really pushed Nintendo to the limit, and that's really just goes to show you that it's not always about the best product; it's how they program it. Back in the days, you had like VHS tapes versus Betamax. Betamax was actually the superior format. They were way better resolution-wise, and then everybody settled on VCRs or VHS tapes because those are the ones that that just caught on and they were cheaper to produce and so on. Oh man. All I needed was 2 more. I really want to get the P and the C for the special. That would be really fun. X, C, and A. Oh, I got the C. So I always go for it like first, no matter what. Red, come on, there we go. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of weirdness with this controller because it's a D-pad. I'm just not used to it. So I'm just trying to blast through this level now. Man, see, like I'm having trouble turning stuff. Whoa. Come on, crash. Crash. There you go. So now I'm a little safe here. Let's go and get some stuff here. Man, I'm having a lot of trouble, man. Turning. Alright, so now I'm good. And they're creeping up on me. I'm gonna hit up. I'm gonna go around, try to fool them. There we go. Come on, go down, go down. Oh, I was trying to make him go on the other side of it. Alright, well, we're almost done with this level, so. Yeah, Activision was really good company. So let me look here. I forgot to look. Is there a P? I see XSA, that's it. I'm gonna have to be careful with this level. It's kind of annoying when they don't give you the letters you need. I remember as a kid I hated that. I'm like, ah. And then you cheer when you get your letter, you're like, yes! P! I gotta cut across. Oh man, that was a bad mistake right there. So game over. So Angelina, I don't know if you're still here. But if you are, I played Donkey Kong earlier and did a warp. I'm not sure if you know about that little trick there. It's pretty cool. I'm not sure. Let me try this. I'm not sure if it works. Oh, you know what? It doesn't. I thought I had all the games loaded, but I don't. But I think on my other image I do. But let me try. I'm not sure if I have Utopia on here. Oh yeah, I do. Curious if it'll work. I think, Mike, when you were asking me earlier. So this is the part where I get stuck. I don't know how to type it in. I don't have my controller set up. So right now I just paused it. For help, press A. So let me try that. So right action button is A, left action button is B, and then top action button is Y and X. All right, I pressed all those. Start, pause game, select, swap left, right controllers, left and right, show keypad. Okay, so L and R. So let me try that. So L and R. Okay, cool. So now what? Do I hit enter? Nope, I don't want it. I don't want 11. Let me hit enter. Turn length. I don't know. I'll put 9.9. Cool, so it works. Check it out. I'm moving the red square on the right. And I can't remember, you know what it is? I think the controller has certain things. Like on one, you can plant stuff. Right now it's buzzing at me, it's getting angry. Can't remember what's what. Yeah, I know you have to go fishing. There's all kinds of cool stuff you can do. This was the best game. I remember getting like really far in this game and just sitting there letting everything happen, and I had like so much money. It was just such a cool game. Microsurgeon's cool too. But I'm gonna exit. I actually got further than I thought in that game just now, because I don't have a keypad, but now I know if you hold the button down, you can virtually do a virtual keyboard there. There's one that I loved. It was called Shark Shark. Is it here? But I'm not sure if it works. Shark Shark, here it is. This is actually similar to Bubbles. If you play Bubbles, you have to actually just eat fish, and then you get bigger, and then you can eat the bigger fish. But it may not work, but now that I know, yeah, see, it's not even booting. So I'm not sure. Some work, some don't. Let's try some Sega stuff. What do we got here? You know what? Let's try Wonder Boy. I haven't played that one in ages. It's all the way on the bottom. Wonder Boy in Monsterland. That's the one I used to own. I probably still have it somewhere. Cool. I'll turn this one up a little bit. So right now you have no sword. You can knock on doors or pressing up. It's kind of like an RPG, but not as, it's more action. I'm gonna try to make this stream a little longer than the other ones because a couple people said they didn't get notified, so I'll wait for them. So now I can jump. There's secrets everywhere, like you jump in certain places. I forget. I know there's something up here. There we go. And it's important to get gold because you'll need it later on to buy stuff. See, like there's hidden stuff. Oh man. So that guy took 3 hits, eventually he won't. Go up, you fight a guy, I think. This guy's easy, just wait for him to come to you. There's stuff around here. I just can't remember where everything is. But this was one of my favorite games when I had the Sega Master System. You know what? I think I might start practicing this game because I was able to beat this game way back in the day. There's secrets everywhere. I'm gonna try getting some stuff over here. I just can't remember where they are. There we go. So I'm gonna get a shield. How much money would I have? 100? Yeah, I'm gonna get this one. And then you can get boots to jump higher and stuff. And I really want these boots, but I'll waste my money. So that's jump, and that's okay. Now these are really important. You could buy fireballs and stuff in here later on. Right now, they're not worth it. Don't buy anything except fireballs. So you use that to beat the dragon. There we go. Nice. There's secrets everywhere. Come on. Nice. That was really good. 15 gold is huge. Oh, come on. I needed that heart. So there's secrets here too. I think if you press up, right here, it says someone's beyond the wall. So there's a little secret entrance, and you get some information. I'm just gonna go past it, and she tells you, hey, you gotta do a certain thing. Shoot. There's secrets up here too. Check it out. There should be. Alright, so let's fight this guy. Oh no. Oh, I forgot I had one of those. I got the upgraded sword. So now it's less to kill certain people. I know there's a secret here. Yep. So you can use that hospital to heal yourself, but I'm not going to waste the money because I'm fully healed right now. I think there's stuff here. I think there's one up there too, but I can't get to it with the boots I have on. I can't jump as high. I knew that was going to happen. Okay, they take 2 hits now. Just searching for stuff right now. And I used to be so good at this game. I'm not gonna die here. Okay, cool. So the thing is, you gotta be really careful about getting those. If you get the key before you get those coins, you lose them. So you wanna be careful to jump over that. Yeah, it's awesome, man. I love this game. I know. I'm actually just experimenting today. I was doing a couple things, mainly for my phone, and exactly what I thought would happen happened. A friend of mine called me, and it kind of interrupted the stream a little bit. It didn't disconnect the stream, but still, it had effects. So I got to figure out how to still have Wi-Fi in here, but at the same time, you know, not get disturbed from people. There's a secret here somewhere. Where is it? There we go. Yeah, every little coin counts, man. I think there's one at the end over here, too. Come on. I'm not getting my timing down. Has to be one here. Oh! There it is. It's actually my son calling me, so let me go pick up the phone. Hang on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I think I died. No big deal. I'll definitely have this. Hey, what's going on, Kev? I didn't even see you join. I was too busy playing, and then I had to answer the phone. Yeah, I'm just messing around with my Pi. It's on my TV down here in the arcade. Yeah, I'm not as good as, I'm looking at Nebo's comment about streaming. Yeah, CC Games, Kev, he has a really good channel. Check out his channel. And he does a lot of streaming with old and new games. And I think right now he's doing Zelda, A Link to the Past. And that's one of the more fantastic games for Game Boy. It was amazing how that little thing stored that whole game. It was a great, great game. And he's just the expert. He has everything set up with the chat, and it looks really slick. Right now I'm just using my phone. Nothing fancy at all. Yeah, glass. You know who sells glass, by the way, Nebo? It's I think Rich at This Old Game is starting to sell glass, where he can reverse print stuff on there for you. So you should check out his prices too. I think he just announced that he started doing that. So let me go back here. So, hey Kev, so this is my Pi. I actually set up the front end to be a little different. I had it, let me set it back. I was showing a user in the last stream how to do it, but what am I looking at here? There it is, UI settings. I want to change it back to SNES Mini. And it looks, you know, who needs an SNES Mini when you can have this? I mean, I have one, but honestly, I never opened it. Same thing with the NES. I've never opened my Mini at all. This thing looks pretty identical, and you can save states if you want to. It's pretty cool. You know, everything runs on here. Let's play some Dragon's Lair again. It's such a good game. Yeah, last I heard, I don't know how the quality is, but I'm sure it's top notch because he's a good guy and has a, you know, really he cares about the hobby. It's a good combination to have as a vendor. When you care about the hobby and sell stuff, it's great. You know, I have Cuphead. I have it installed on my arcade machine. It's a little difficult to play on there because it's 4:3. It's not widescreen. But I do have the Steam Link over here on this TV, and I can always play it. I'm actually going to play, what is it called? Oh my gosh, this is really loud. I'm going to play, what the heck is that game called? Heavy Burger. I always forget the name of that game. Heavy Burger is really cool. I have Mega Man. I bought that. I have, what's that one that John Arcade is always talking about? What the heck is it? Oh, Celeste. He loves that game. So I bought it. It was on sale. And they're cheap. Compared to like consoles, they're really cheap on Steam. Alright, so let's play. I'm going to put some quarters in here. And we'll start. So I'm okay at this, like you saw. I did some in the last stream. I'm not great, I'm not horrible. I mess up occasionally. Yeah, like now. But it looks great. It feels like you're really playing the Laserdisc. You know, I never thought about it, but I wonder if this will get flagged, because the people at Digital Leisure don't really like you doing this stuff. I own it. I mean, this is all the images you're seeing here are ripped from my, you know, with the Daphne emulator. I actually have the DVDs, which you have to stick in to get these things to work. So I did it all legally. So they should be fine with it, I'm hoping, but you never know. If you guys have any games you want me to play, I can check it out. I may or may not have them installed, because I did select these by hand, these ROMs. I didn't want everything on there and to look crazy. I forgot to hit up. Crap. So let me know. I love that scream he does. So this buzzing sound you hear, again, it's just me wailing on the sword button. I don't know how to do this board. We'll check it out. If you do that, do it again, do it a third time, and you press it up. Nope. I guess you press right. I don't know how to do that board. This, I think you press up twice. You hit sword here, and you hit right. And I think you press right again, I just didn't do it. Yeah, Viper Phase 1 is a great game. I have it on my arcade machine. I'm also building, I don't know if you guys remember, I'm building a bar top that's a shoot 'em up bar top. I kind of been doing that in secret over the last couple years. I just haven't gotten to it, and I have all the artwork for it. It's going to be, I'll tell you, because a lot of people know I posted it, but it's going to have a theme of ESP Rade, or Esperade, some people say Esperade, which is a really classic game, and it's really hard to find the artwork on that thing. And I had this guy that I know, I actually had him commissioned to do that for me, and he did it in trade for an arcade part. So he did it, and it looks great. Yeah, it's going to look amazing. It's actually a 2-player bar top. It's going to have a vertical 19-inch monitor in it. The monitor, I'm sorry, the bar top was donated by, I want to say it's that arcade dude. I can't remember his name, but he does, he actually stopped, he actually went out of business and stopped producing kits. But I told him I'd still release the video anyway as a tribute. But probably in the summer, I need to spray paint it and do all kinds of stuff to it that has to be outdoors. And then I could put the artwork on. But I have everything I need, pretty much. And I'm probably going to put a Raspberry Pi in there that boots straight to a menu that has vertical only on it. But it depends how some run, because I heard it runs a little funky on there. Wow, that's going to be cool. Yeah, bar tops are really nice. I have a Miss Pac bar top. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I kind of hinted it in my last video. But I'll do a featured episode on that. But that came out cool. I get it from Harman Customs. So I got rid of my Donkey Kong one I had and gave it to a family member, and then built a new one. And it's actually running right here. I can show it to you real quick. I'll have to reposition everything, but that's cool. So I have my tripod set up. Let me just unplug my phone here because it's plugged in. There we go. So this is it. Isn't that cool? It's a bar top. Has like really good like artwork on it. I got these pink buttons from Paradise Arcade. They're the only guys that make these pink versions, which, you know, kind of match the T-molding exactly. So I thought that was really cool. And that's it. And it has room. Right now it's running a 60-in-1, but it does have room for other stuff. I have stuff in the front. There's buttons that are blanks. I put blanks in for now, but you could actually put an exit button, a pause button, whatever you want. But I wanted it to be simple for the 60-in-1. So yeah, it's running an LCD with a scanline generator. I'll actually play a game for you guys if you want. And it has a light-up marquee. Isn't that cool? It has 2 speakers. They're like car speakers underneath. They're really nice and loud. So that's all custom. Yeah, it comes in the kit. And the kit itself is like $200. And then the artwork is additional. And the plexiglass, it gives you the bezel artwork as well. That's kind of this right here. Sticks on, and then this will stick on as well. And then this is from Groovy Game Gear. It's a 4-way joystick. It's a leaf joystick. And then, like I said, Paradise Arcade, and these are typical start buttons. Yeah, I love it. People come over, they're like, no way. They're like, do you have Miss Pac-Man? I'm like, well, I have a mini version. And they always want to be like, how much is that thing? And you know, they can make it themselves, but I guess I could always sell these if I wanted to, but you know, time is your worst enemy, you know. So and check it out, I have my ColecoVision running here, so I could play an actual game on that if you guys want me to as well. And then I have this cartridge, which is the you can't really see it. Let me see if I can get my flashlight working here. Yeah, if you can see that, I'm flashing it on there. It has an SD card right here on top. That's the SD card version of the cartridge. So you have, right now I just reset it by pressing reset. But you have every game you want in there. You just load it to the SD card on a PC and then pop it in there. It's great. Because, you know, I do have the games, believe it or not. They're just like in storage or at my mom's in another state. So, but I was huge on ColecoVision. That was one of the systems that I really loved. And I got this system, luckily, locally for like 35 bucks. And I just had to open up the controllers, clean them out, you know, deoxidize everything, and it worked out great. So yeah, I'll play a game of like Ms. Pac-Man if you want, so you can see it, just how it looks and how it sounds. I'm trying to position it in a way that it won't impair me playing. Yeah, I'll do that right there. Let's see. So it's set for free play. And I'll play the regular version of Ms. Pac-Man. It has the fast version as well in the 60-in-1. Can you guys hear that? I could always raise the volume if you want me to. And it looks really good with scan lines. Let me go for that. So yeah, you get the idea. Works really well. And it's not a perfect setup, but it's hardly any lag. People say that it has lag. I actually discovered that I had an old 60-in-1 board that had tons of lag when I was playing it. And then when I swapped it out with one of the newer versions, it didn't have the lag. So I think it's just the older boards did. People are just assuming they're the same because they look exactly the same. The older boards versus the newer ones. Newer boards are like 40 bucks now. The older ones were like 100 at the time. So yeah, it works perfectly. Controls are amazing. This joystick, it's actually called the Pac Pro joystick. And it's really fun and good to use. Yep. Yeah, you want to see it? I can do it close up if you want. Here, I'll take it out of my tripod here. So check it out. Let me actually get the one on the left. Actually, it'd probably be easier with it. Can you see that now? Isn't that awesome? Yeah, they look really good. If you're looking at the Pac-Man pellet there, that's really what has the scan lines. And then these guys here, you can see right there. It's pretty cool. Yep, so it does a really good job. Scanline generators are awesome, and they're only like 20 bucks now. So there really is no excuse. They used to be a lot of money back in the day. So I'm just putting this back on the tripod. There we go. So yeah, so this thing gets a lot of play. And let me see if I can... Yeah, so this ColecoVision, I'm actually going to switch over here to this thing. And I don't have a way to lower my tripod. It kind of sucks. I have a really old tripod. But I'm going to turn it on. It's the Atari Max. And it's funny how it's called Atari Max, but it's for ColecoVision. It says booting system. Usually it doesn't take that long, so I think when I reset it, I must have done something. So I'm going to reset the cartridge. Yeah, it's having problems loading. I might have just touched the card on top. My mistake. Turn the game off. Yeah, see, it's not in right. You gotta remember, these things are pretty old. Yeah, it's not working today. Try again. So I'm just gonna look. Should I blow in it like on Nintendo? Alright, let's try that. Nope, still not behaving. It's not liking it at all. I'm hitting the reset button, it's going, nope, nope, don't like it. Yeah. Alright, well, of course it's not working when you want to film it. Error, cannot read SD card. Check the SD card is fully inserted. Alright, so I just did. By the way, I modded the switch on the ColecoVision, so it's not that. Yeah, it's freaking out. I might have to maybe clean the SD card. Does this every now and then. Usually it's pretty rock solid. Cannot read SD card, yeah. Alright. Yeah, it says booting system. It's not working for some reason. Oh well. Great. Broke live on TV. So I'll shut that off. But let's get back to the, well, if you want, I could, since I have it up, I can walk around the arcade. So you have Zookeeper here. I could play a game of Zookeeper. Let's do that. It's been a while. See if I can put it on the left side. You know what? I don't think that'll work because it'll block when I play with the joystick there. See if I'll toss it on the side here. So I installed the flight stick. I gotta put this on because I want Tron back. So I have the spinner here with Tron. Oops, I just hit it by mistake. Let me view the favorite game. So I'm running Hyperspin here. So you know what? That joystick might be in the video. That's fine. So let's go to Zookeeper here. Go to letter Z. And Zookeeper. Yep. Dynamic Dual. Dynamic... What? Dynamo Arc? Oh, okay. Is it really? Yeah, mine's pretty kick-ass too, though, I have to say. And I handpicked every game that's on there. Yeah, mine has load screens. It's pretty good. I'm really happy with mine. There's a vertical one that's out that's really good. It has all vertical games. The only flaw is that it has both 8-way and 4-way games. But if you wanted to do like a shoot-'em-up cab, that's the thing to start with. Alright, so let me start a game here. I'll turn it up a little bit. Just having some fun streaming. Alright, here we go. You can see the reflection, right? I'm wondering what that is. Yeah, it's fine. It's my other games in the background. So I'm trying to jump as many times as possible. Just to kind of milk the points, even though it won't matter. You get thousands of points later. So if you guys are just joining, you guys know I love this game. I'm planning on building one myself. Hopefully soon. Alright. So I'm going to purposely let them all out here. Try to jump them all at once, get some more points. So you get more points than getting them in there, so... Alright, so now it's starting to get a little crazy. Got the Rhino board here. Just waiting for the fruit to appear. I'm just stuffing them all back in. I'm not jumping anything yet. Alright, so they're all in there. And on this one, I'm using a different 4-way joystick. Even though technically it's an 8-way game, it runs fine on my 4-way here. I'm using the one from Mike's Arcade. No, sorry, not Mike's Arcade, I'm sorry. Oh man, Tornado Terry's, that's who. And he did a custom super joystick that's modified slightly. And it's micro switch, it's not leaf switches like the Pac Pro was. But it feels really, really similar. So this is the, I call it the reindeer board, but it's really the moose board. Oh man, I did not land on him. I don't know why that just said I did. So I'm just waiting. I'm waiting to, for this to kind of go over here. To get it at the last minute. And then you get maximum points that way. You'll see. You just shove them all back in there. And now there's a whole bunch in a row. You get more points here. I'm waiting for them to come around again. Yeah, let's see if they'll come around again. There's one going the wrong way. Two going the wrong way. Come on. That was close. Alright, the lion board. Ooh, they're all going the right way. This looks good. Whenever you get them going the wrong way, it's so hard. Oh, actually, there's a couple going the wrong way. So I'm just staying on my side for a little bit. Whew, close. I'm going to move over a little bit. I'm trying to close the gap here. Oh, it's good points right here. If I would have landed that, it would have been a really big score. Come on. Shoot. Not doing too good on this board. Trying to let them all out here. So if we stand here, they come out that way. Horrible game. Alright, so let's exit this one. We'll stay on the main machine while we're here. Why not, right? If you guys have requests, feel free. I'm going to run to the computer for a second, just take a look to see if you guys have anything. Let's see, what can I play? Believe it or not, Star Wars will work on this. I use the trackball. It works fine. Let's play Rampart. I haven't played that in ages. It's a good game. Pop and pop? So yeah, I'm gonna try to catch up on the chat right now, so I'm just gonna scroll up here on my phone. Congo Bongo, that's a good game. My daughter calls it the monkey game. She loves that thing. She's only 2.5. Juno First is great too. I could play that on here. You know, CC, you're right about the 60-1s. They are pretty good. They do a solid job. I actually discovered Juno First on that thing, and works great. Time Pilot works really good. That's another good game on there. Yeah, so you'll catch us in a rebroadcast. I know CC Games left. Thanks for coming. Let me keep reading here. So Nebo, you said you have the ultimate servo stick? Yeah, I thought about it, but I'm actually going with LS32s. Because I want it to be a shmup cab. You know, so I actually had those. I had donations from everywhere, so it's going to be really a sponsored build. Like I got Focus Attack, if you're familiar with them. Yeah, I know the owner. So, you know, I emailed him. I said, hey, man, you want to sponsor some equipment? And he gave me the buttons and the joysticks. The LS32s with all the adapters. Like, it was really cool. So we have a donated bar top. We have donated parts. I'm trying to get high score saves to get an Arpicade. That would be awesome. I'll supply the pie, no problem. But the Arpicade goes for about $100. Originally, I wanted to put in, I want to say the King of Air board, which he was going to talk to me about, and you know, he said no problem. But then I guess he went on Christmas vacation and things. You know, I got busy too, and we kind of forgot about it. But I have to contact him and see what he wants to do. Let's see. Let me keep reading my stuff. Pop and Pop. Flying Tigers. Yeah, I've seen Flying Tigers. I think, doesn't John from John's Arcade have that? He has like the rotary version where you can rotate. Yeah, the LS32s, they have a really short throw and they're meant for shmups. I can't wait to try those. It's the closest I'll get to having a candy cab, I guess. Alright, so I'll play this quick, and then I'll jump on Juno first, and then Pop and Pop, which I've never heard of, which is pretty cool. I always like to learn new stuff. So if you've seen this one, I'm playing, I want to see, is this the trackball version of the game? I can't remember. It might be the joystick version. So it's kind of like, you have to kind of get territory and shoot them, and then you get cannons to shoot them down. It's a real fun game. It's kind of like Tetris as well. It has some Tetris elements in there. If you like Tetris, you'll probably love this game. Use trackball. Yeah, it's the trackball version. Or is it? Oh no, it's a joystick version. All right. So there's two versions of this. They had a trackball with actual. I think there was 3 trackballs on it in the actual arcade game. So you get to put the turrets down, so I'm going to put it down. Yeah, can't really control it. I think, yeah, see, it is set for the trackball. It's just my trackball's not working. Left and right is, but up and down is not. It's possible I disconnected it. It's funny, because this always works, but when I have a live stream, everything's going wrong today. So yeah, let me exit this game. Looks like my trackball's just, loose. Let me actually lift it up. You guys can see how I do that. So this whole thing lifts up, kind of like one of those sports cars. And I'm just going to check to make sure that my USB port is plugged in. Yep. Alright, put it down. It's a USB trackball. Let me try it again. See if it works this time. Gotta love live streaming. All right. An intermittent idea fest? What do you mean by that? Yeah, that's the idea, I guess. I'm getting ideas to do stuff, and this is a test feed. I'll probably kill it eventually. I'll leave it up for a few days and then kill it. Because I think it only archives, YouTube allows you to archive up to 12 hours of live stuff. And then after the 12-hour limit, I guess it auto-deletes stuff. And I don't want I have some other live streams that I did that I want to keep because they do well. So, alright, let's try this again. Not sure if it's going to work this time, but we'll give it a shot. Press button to start. Okay, it's waiting for other players. Yeah, it's still not. Oh, actually, it is working right. Alright, let's see. Alright, now it's working. My trackball's fine. So yeah, I guess I had worked on there originally, like, I don't know, a couple days ago, and I might have just hit the USB wire there. So yeah, so you can move around. 2, 3. So you get to shoot these down. You have 3 cannons, and each time you shoot, it won't shoot again until it hits something, or it lands. So the more cannons you have, the better it is for you. So there's 2 buttons on this. The first button will actually place something, and the second button will twist the little piece. So see how it's like Tetris? You can turn them around, do all kinds of cool stuff. So I'm just yeah, so I'm just messing around here. My trackball's pretty dirty too, I can feel it. Maybe I'll open it up and lube it up. But it works great. It's fine for the other games. Alright, so I got some bonus cannons here. I'm going to place those. And now I'm going to go to town. So I'm aiming and shooting. It takes 2 to sink a ship. So I just killed them all. And I think there's 2 or 3 rounds. Right now, yeah, it was 2 rounds, so I killed them all. And now you conquered that part here, so you got to go to a different area. You get to choose. And you get to choose where you want your castle. So I typically tend to choose one that's around another one. And I try to get more than 1 castle. You get bonus points for that when you're building stuff around it. I'm going to place them right here, right here. Oh, I missed. Alright, so while they're landing, you'll see these little things go on land, and they destroy your castles, so you gotta be careful. So right now, I'm getting a little risky here. I'm building a little wider than I should to try to capture more. I'm getting a little... I may not make it, but we'll try. Crap, I didn't make it, I died. So I think you get out of quarters to continue. Press button to continue, yeah. So I'll try again. Usually I'm pretty good. You gotta be fast though. So now it gives you bonus because I put more money in. Money buys everything. So I have 4 cannons to start this time. Alright, that guy's dead. You gotta time it too because they travel and you have to get the timing right to get them all. Oh, see, I missed them. Alright, so... Man. Let's go for it again. Let's see if we can do it this time. Shoot, I just missed it. I pressed the wrong button and I rotated instead of... But if you get 2, it gives you a bonus to get more cannons to throw down and you can beat them all. Yep, so that's Rampart. So let me look at the other game you guys requested. Let's see here. Pop and Pop. And then Juno first. So let me go back. Let's go to P. Pig Out's a good game too, if you guys ever seen that. It's really cool. There's a whole bunch that don't have images here. Pop in music. Maybe I don't have it. It's possible. Is it this one? That looks like a risque game here. I don't know. Oh, Pop and Pop. Here it is. Okay, I've never played this game. We'll try it. Give it a shot. That's it right there, right? Yeah, this is it. This is it. It's a little low, the volume, so I'll have to raise it a little bit. Alright. So I'm going to watch it for a second just to see what's going on here. So line up 3 balloons of the same color and burst them. So it's similar to like Bust a Move, I guess. So it gives you 2 balloons every time. I wonder if it changes the color of them. Probably does. So you got to rotate it. Okay, I'll give it a shot. We'll play one game of this, and then I'll head over to Juno first, get that one too. So I want puzzle game. Normal. I'll choose him, default. Yeah, it looks like same format. Hang on, before I start, I'm just going to adjust my monitor, because I messed with it earlier today. Just got to put it back to see everything. It's just getting on my nerves. This is a multi-sync monitor. It's actually an arcade monitor that does all resolution. It's really good. And it's a 27-inch monitor. Alright, so yeah, you can rotate. That's what I thought. So I can do this. Okay, this is cool. Let's see here. It's kind of weird because it moves. Nice. Seems hard. I don't know what that balloon floating back and forth does though. Seems kind of weird. Combos. Oh man, I missed. Hey, I'm doing great and I don't even know what I'm doing. It's like time stopped. Cool. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Yeah, I did. I painstakingly did. I set up Hyperspin. I had a rocket launcher. I actually kept up with it for a while, and then I kind of messed it up when I upgraded my ROMs to a new version. It just... I had to download the new XML, and I never did that. So... You know, I'll eventually either get to it or change it to... there's another... I can't remember the name of it, but there's another one that I bought recently that's really slick that I'm probably going to change it to. Just temporarily. I may reformat, but the thing is, this is running Groovy MAME, so it's a custom version of MAME that uses this monitor. This is like a $500 arcade monitor. And what it does is it changes the resolution in the game to be arcade perfect. So that's the problem that I'm having. If I reformat, I'm going to have to do all that again. It was such a pain. And that's why I upgraded my MAME, is because Groovy MAME, the version I had, anytime they improve it, you have to get the new version and new ROMs. So I was forced to do it, and when I did that, it messed up Hyperspin a little bit. So I just got to get it back to normal. Man, it's getting close to the bottom here. It's nerve-wracking. It says, hurry up, you bastard. Oh man, it's not even giving me the color I need. Yeah, this is a cool game. You know what? I'm actually gonna, when I finish this game, I'm gonna save it to my favorites here. It's a good suggestion. It's hard though. You can just tell. I'm trying to get it in there. Oh, what was that? Something just tried to kill me here. I want to see what happens if I shoot this one right here. Oh, I see. It adds it to it. get some good colors. They're not being very nice. For a first timer. It's going, wait a minute, something's gonna happen here. I messed that one up. Yeah, I'm dead. Yep. Yeah, it has the same, he's crying just like in Puzzle Bobble. That's a cool name. I'm game. Yeah, you do need a master's degree, by the way. No, but seriously, they made a lot of improvements. If you go to the official Hyperspin YouTube channel, he actually explains and gives you a walkthrough on how to do it, and it's pretty easy. If you look at that. So I'm going to exit, and I'm going to save this game because I like it. So I just go to my favorites button here. I'm going to hit add to favorites, and then I can escape. Yeah, so let's play Juno first. Let's see. I'll go to K and then go backwards. There it is. So I'm going to play with the 8-way joystick. On my 60-in-1, it's a 4-way, and it still works fine. You know, you can't go diagonal, so you have a little disadvantage, but it still works great. But this is a classic for sure. So you have to get all these things here. I'm actually instinctively playing with the 4-way. That's funny. I'll stay with the 4-way. It's fine. So you got a fire button and a hyperspace button. Hyperspace randomly puts you somewhere, but it's good to use in a pinch. And if you get this thing here, you get that dude. They all turn into bonus points. I actually want this game. There was a guy selling one on Clav, and I missed it by like a minute, but it was expensive. It was like 400 bucks just for the PCB. I just hyperspaced out of there because I would have died otherwise. I'll try with the 8-way next. I'll play it again. I can usually get pretty far. Alright, let's try again. You can see my high score is 80,000 on this. My son is really good. He's actually better than I am. Okay, one player. It's such a cool soundtrack too. It's like, so now I'm on 8-way, so I think I'm going to do way better. Maybe not. I need to put the money where my mouth is because I'm not doing well here. Need that. I can at least get to level 3. I don't know why I'm doing so bad here. Oh, I pressed hyperspace. Unnecessary death right there. Oh, I need that. Come on. Oh, man. Yep, so that's Juno first. You know what I feel like playing, actually, since I played that? Let's see. I'm going to play Time Pilot here. Where is it here? Oh, it's not alphabetical. I thought it... Sometimes you get tricked because the ROM itself is alphabetical, but the game is not. When they put the in front of it, and it really messes you up. I'm actually going to go to my favorites and narrow it down, but I'm going to lower it because I had it. It's too loud right now. Okay. So let's go to Time Pilot. It should be here somewhere. Oh, there it is, Time Pilot. Wow, 90 minutes. Has to be a record for me. All right. Well, everybody's home. I'm going to have to stop. It's funny how I said it's 90 minutes. I'm going to have to stop the feed. Because people are home. So I got to put my daughter to bed. But yeah, we had a good time. Glad we got to expand here. We got to see some games other than Pi running, even though the title says Retropie on it. Alright, so you know what? I'm going to stop here then. So I'm going to exit. Again, thanks. We had a great time, and I will probably do this more often. I want to do it tomorrow, actually. I'm actually, no, I don't know if I can tomorrow, but I'm off on one of these days. Maybe I'll take a day off or something, and I'll dedicate it to doing another feed here. That would be really cool. Smash that like button, thanks. You know, I didn't put this on Twitter. I should have. What I'll do, I think, is I'm going to announce it ahead of time. Like, I'll say, hey, noon, or something like that, and then post it on Twitter, and then at noon, that's when the feed will start, and we'll get more people in here. Cool. Have fun at work, Mike. I know you've been popping in, like you said. Yeah, Juno First is really good. I'm looking at the stuff now before I go. Yeah, I think I got everybody. All right, guys, smash that like button, like Nebo suggested, and you know, don't forget to subscribe. I'm sure you guys are all subscribed. And thanks again to the super chat donations. That was cool too that you guys did that. You guys did not have to do that, but cool. Thanks so much, and we'll catch you in